Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer, this is A Country Life, and today it's a Sunday, it's Valentine's Day, and it's 5 minutes to 2. So we're at like the warmest part of the day and it's still 5 below. It is a pretty cold day. We were out and about running a couple errands, I guess, after church. Warren was in need of like some more dress pants, like Docker style pants, and then Sam also needed blue jeans, and I was looking for a long sleeve black shirt. So anyway, we headed over to Kohl's. We did a little bit of shopping there, and then our goal was to go to Panda Express, but they had the inside is closed. And I don't know about you, but eating with kids in the van like Chinese food did not sound like fun. So we ended up going to Pizza Ranch, which was kind of a fun little treat. Warren, I don't know if he's ever been there. I've been there once with the kids about a year or maybe even longer ago. Anyway, now I'm in the kitchen and I'm gonna do some cooking here. I'm not sure if everybody is aware here, but the cookbook has come out. Here's the cookbook. It was just a great big labor of love to put all of those recipes together and everything. But anyway, thanks to all of you who have already ordered. But I'm cooking out of there today, and it has been such a treat to have these recipes all in one place, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you all, but after I handed off all my individual recipes to Emily, I just kind of rubber banded them together and never put them back into my recipe card box, and so all my recipes were a complete disaster and I could never find what I wanted, and I was always having to like log in to the cookbook website and grab my recipe. Anyway, I'm so happy to have it here now. So I'm making some peanut butter swirl bars today, and this is a recipe that my sister-in-law shared with me probably like our first year or two of marriage. And this has just always been a favorite. It's so easy. Over in my mixing bowl, I already have in here the ½ cup of peanut butter, a 1/3 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of brown and white sugar. I have 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons vanilla, and I'm just about going to put in the 1 cup of flour. I'm going to put in some baking powder, and I'm going to put in the salt, and then I didn't check, so I'm hoping I have chocolate chips because that's really what makes it gives it the swirl. Let's get this stuff mixed in and then check to see if we have some chocolate chips. I don't always sift. A lot of times what I do is just kind of shake the, whatever it is, the baking powder, baking soda, just right over top of the flour, and then I just incorporate it that way. Sometimes I sift. I guess it depends on what it is, but usually just the sprinkle method seems to work. Yes! Look what I found! Chocolate chips. That's awesome. I'm going to sprinkle 1 cup of chocolate chips over the top. And as soon as my oven preheats, I'm going to put this in at 350 degrees for 5 minutes. I'll bring it out, I'll run a knife through it just to swirl it up, and then put it back in for about another 20 minutes. The reason I really like this peanut butter swirl bar recipe is because it's so fast. It just takes such basic ingredients. And if you've practiced what a ½ cup of peanut butter looks like, you don't even have to measure it. You just scoop out and you go, that is a ½ cup, and you put it in. That's one less dish that you have to wash. And it's just so fast. I mean, it's almost like as fast as just making up like box mix brownies or something like that. Yeah, this is probably less expensive, and you know exactly what you're putting in it. Nice harmonica, Joe. That's a beautiful song. Wow. So this is just swirling. Can you turn the lights back on for me, Joe?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Thank you, Maria.
Back off.
I'm going to put this back in for 20 minutes. Something is burning in the bottom of my oven and it stinks.
Those bars?
Peanut butter swirl bars.
Oh, so yummy.
So I was just looking at my counter here, and I have these couple of just about rotten bananas here. So I thought I'd make some banana bread. This recipe is actually not in the cookbook. I guess like Emily says, every time we find one that isn't, she's like, well, I guess volume 2. So anyway, over here I have a cup of sugar, and then I have part butter, part shortening in here. And I'm going to add in, usually I like to do, well, these are fairly good size, but 2 or 3 bananas depending on the size. And then I need a 1/3 cup of sour milk. I'm out of lemon juice, so I'm just going to use vinegar. I'll just put a little splash in here. Once the milk starts to look kind of like that, where you can tell it's kind of like curdling a little bit, then I just add it into my bowl. When you make quick bread, you really want to make sure not to over mix it. I know I've said this in videos before, but you'll end up with bread that gets like these little peaks, and it'll just be tougher. So anyway, I am going to make one. This really is just the amount to make one like large 9x5 loaf pan. I like to make it in these smaller loaf pans. It's going to bake faster for me, so it frees up my oven, because I am going to make some chicken pot pie as well today. So, this just won't take as long. And then, I don't know, I just like the smaller loaves. I can put one in the freezer if we don't eat it right away, and, save it for later. It's just nice. I'm also making a little one here because I'm going to send a loaf off to my mom this week. So, yeah, let's get this in here. I still have 11 minutes left on the peanut butter swirl bars, so that gives me plenty of time to get this in. You need to wear something more than just that on your legs.
Oh, I forgot about
snow pants and everything, don't you think?
Mom.
Okay, it's about 5 after 4 now, and things are moving along here in the kitchen, but Nick showed up. I mean, we knew he was going to be here, but then you just get talking and everything, and I get talking and cooking, and I forget to film. So here's what's going down. Let's just see. Okay, I think I showed you the peanut butter swirl bars came out. The banana bread came out. This is what I'm going to send off to my mom, and then there's the other 2 that I have. There's a dirty pot. What do we have? We have more dirty dishes. I have a great big mess to clean up here. And then here's my chicken pot pie. So again, I just followed the recipe that is right in my cookbook here. This has been Emily's birthday supper ever since she started babysitting. So when she was 10, she started babysitting for a family that had, I think at the time they might have had 3 kids. Anyways, they ended up having 4. And this was something that Renee would make. And so it was something that Emily loved, and I had gotten the recipe like I said, when Emily was like 10. So it has been something that we have been making forever and ever. And I typically double it, but I only had enough chicken today to make one. And I just had one pie crust in the fridge that I had made. When did I make that? Oh, when we celebrated Nick's birthday, I had made all that pie crust. And so I was like, I need to use up that pie crust. Joe is kissing trophies. How you doing over here, Joe?
Good.
You're doing good?
Yep.
Uh-huh, look at you. You're number 1?
Yep.
Yes, you are. Those are some nice trophies you have.
Yep.
Wow. You must love that trophy, huh? Awesome. Have I told you guys that having a black rug and kids is a disaster? I think I've told you that before. It's not the toys. It's just anything on your feet, any little crumb or speck of dust, and then you walk onto the carpet, it just like deposits it right on the rug. So anyway, it looks like it's going to be time to vacuum. We vacuum just about every single day. I do love that black rug though, but it is such a pain to keep clean. One time, even Warren was vacuuming one night. To be honest, I was probably stomping around the house mad that nobody was helping with cleanup. And so then he probably was just like, okay guys, let's let's do this or mom's gonna really get mad. I mean, that is the honest truth. And so he was vacuuming the black rug and he hollers out, he's like, why did you get a black rug? That's what a pain it is to vacuum. It's best to let the chicken pot pie rest for, I would say, a good 15 minutes before you cut into it and eat it. It just seems to let the, you know, like kind of that gravy, that roux that's in there, it just lets it kind of set up nicely, and I think it just cuts better. And I mean, who can eat it when it's this hot anyway? So it's much better when it cools a little bit. So since I do not think that the pot pie is going to be enough for us for supper, because Nick is here and Sam is here, so that means that tonight we are a family of 7. I thought I would make some hamburgers as well. This is something I haven't done. I always sit there and talk and talk and talk as I'm just showing you like raw meat or something, which I don't know. I don't know if that's more exciting or watching me talk. I don't know. But anyway, so this is 2 1/4 pounds of venison burger. I'm going to make this into, I think, 1/4 pound burgers. So that's going to make like 9 burgers. I might stretch it and make 10 burgers just because I kind of like even numbers. But anyway, yeah, I haven't done this for a while because we didn't have the venison, the ground venison that I wanted to dedicate to burgers, because I wanted to use it in things like chili and soup and all of the our other favorites. And so what I was doing was just buying the pre-made burger patties, which work great in the summer. It's so nice to have those for on the grill. But anyway, I'm back at using my hamburger press tonight, and I'm just going to press some burgers. I'm going to load it up with some seasoning, because I tell you this all the time, venison can take a lot of seasoning. And I'm going to load it up with some seasonings and get those pressed. I use these little patty papers. So I'll just put one right in here and then put my burger in there, press it. Actually, I'll put another one on top, press it. Okay, so if we do 10, we're going to cut this in half, and then we're going to cut this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to get some seasoning. I grabbed a whole bunch of different seasonings, and in the end I decided I'm going to do seasoned salt, and quite a bit of seasoned salt. If you do happen to buy something like this, be sure to rinse it in hot water with a little squirt of dish soap immediately. Do not set it off to the side and think you're going to get back to it tomorrow. Trust me, I did that once. And underneath this top section here, where you can like adjust the size of the patty, it got so stinky. I had to actually end up soaking it for another day in like hot soapy water. I even add a little bit of bleach, and yeah, it took a lot to get that smell out. So anyway, make sure to wash it right away. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I have Dawn dish soap in these little pumps here. So I'm just going to give it hot water right away. Get it in there. Okay, rinse it really well. You don't want your next burgers to taste like soap. And then I always just let this air dry so it gets really, really, really dry. Hi, how was the snowmobile?
The freezing.
they're freezing.
Yeah, but it was great.
It is 8 below. It was fun?
Yeah. We went on a little bit of the county trails.
Uh-huh.
And then took a detour through the creek bottom.
A detour, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
A little more than, a detour. Through the creek bottom.
So,
Peter said you guys took a detour.
through the creek bottom.
yeah, that's where we were supposed to go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And
But
then,
it felt like a detour?
yeah.
Oh, it was fun.
I'm like, geez, he's gonna kill himself.
Actually, I got to ride Nick's snowmobile up there.
Yeah?
Went 80.
Oh, don't tell me
I
that.
want 50.
No,
No,
I went from
I
50
can't
to 80
hear it.
so fast.
Don't tell me. Don't
And
tell
then-
me.
But Mom, then we
Also,
went,
I need
Weren't
it.
you in charge?
Don't worry, I did a wheelie on his snowmobile too.
You let him go 80?
I have no control. All I can control is my sled. I have no control over these guys.
Oh my gosh. So, we got supper all cleaned up and everything, and now we're all just gonna sit down and watch the last, I think there's only about 10 more minutes or so. Do you guys think this is only on for 10 more minutes or a whole nother hour after that?
I think it might be another hour.
We don't know, but we're just gonna sit down and watch American Idol. Just in between commercials, we're gonna do a little bit of like commercial cleaning. So Maria, she's gotta still, somewhere over there she still has to sweep. And we're gonna vacuum the black rug, fold up some of the blankets and things like that, and it's commercial, so we better do it right now.